Snap and the handoff to Warren. Warren gets the first down and more, and he's going to score. 6 yards, touchdown, Jalen Warren, his second of the night. Everything on the line. 1 and 2 the count, 2 outs. And the pitch. And it's a called strike 3. So the Sabre Dogs are your 2022 Expedition League champions. Hunter Brown goes down looking, and of course now that the season is over, he can let it all out there. Just our 1v1 showdowns. That's it well deep to right field. Gracious. Back, and gone! His final swing, Jacob Griffin ends it into the night sky. Let's go home. He's being mobbed over there near second. So the count 2 and 2. Brady Glenn looks in. He needs one more strike. And the pitch. Popped up in foul ground. Hunter Brown on the move. And he makes the sliding catch. We will have game 4 here at Hyde Stadium. The Trappers take a game here in the Expedition League Championship Series. So we have a firework that nearly scared me half to death. 2-1 pitch, roped down the left field line. That's extra bases. Trevor Seagraves will score easily. Tynan Shahidi cruises to third, and they will hold him up there. And that is an RBI double down the left field line for Maddox Mueller. That makes it 14-3 Trappers. Innings pitched. 1-1. That one is roped into shallow left field. Pelayo on the move and cannot get there. Base hit, 1 run will score, and the Trappers have the lead in the 8th. The 0-1 pitch, swinging again out in front of the changeup, 0-2. Been aggressive up there. At the very least, you've got to like that. 2 swinging strikes for Griffin. The 0-2 pitch. And that one is crushed to right field. Bat flip and all at the wall, and see you later. Off the chicken coop, roof in right field, and Jacob Griffin called his shot before the game, and he is rounding the bases. I completely forgot that we were playing Name That Tune. It's been so long since I've had a game. 3 days feels like an eternity. That's how long we had between our most recent game for the Trappers in Bancroft, Iowa, until now. That one, of course, Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. Ryan Breeden here in the Hyde Stadium press box. Game 1 of our Best of 5 Expedition League Championship Series. The first time the Trappers have appeared in the Championship Series in franchise history. Of course, a bit of a technicality with the 2 other teams, the Roosters and the Pilots, folding out here over this last week. It really sent this season on a much quicker time frame. Trevor Seagraves will lead off for the Trappers, who need a couple of runs here. You're going to try and respond as quickly as you can and not let the Sabre Dogs build up momentum. Of course, it's easier said than done, especially against this left-handed pitcher on the mound for the Sabre Dogs. Thomas Gutierrez, who in 34 innings pitched this season has not given up a single earned run. First pitch, fastball, check swing, and it's fouled off to the right side. So the count 0-1 to the leadoff man, the second baseman, Trevor Seagraves. The first time the Trappers saw Gutierrez, he gave up just 3 hits. Trevor Seagraves was one of them. The 0-1 pitch, and that one is lined to the right side, fielded cleanly by Barlow, and throws to first in time for out number 1. So some hard contact there from Seagraves, just hits it on the ground right to the Sabre Dogs' second baseman. So 1 away here in the bottom of the first. That will bring up Hunter Brown, starting at third. Has really settled into that number 2 spot in the lineup. It's where we have seen him for a majority of the games this season. The California kid. He's still a young one, just a sophomore. not very many guys that are upperclassmen on this Trappers team. First pitch fastball misses low, just below the knees, so the count 1-0. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch. That one is popped up to the right side, drifting foul out of play. Will land over there on the grass. So some kids will try and sprint after that one and see who can get there first. The count 1-1. A pretty great crowd here at Hyde for this championship series game 1. We had the Chamber of Commerce here earlier before the game, kind of had a bit of a, I don't know, you call it a farmer's market, whatever you want to call it. They had some tables set up. There's a called strike 2 on a fastball up in the upper part of the zone. Quickly working the 1-2 pitch, and that one is lined into left field, but it will hang up there for Luis Pelayo, who just glides his way to that one for out number 2. Hunter Brown, again, you know, the luck has just really not turned in his favor this season. You see another line out there for Hunter Brown. He came into this game leading the team in hard hit balls, but on the flip side of that, with what we just saw there, his batting average on balls in play is just .270. So not a lucky hitter. Neither is Will Hoke, who is up there for the first time, takes a first pitch high for ball 1. Will Hoke kind of had Gutierrez's number the last time these two saw each other in Sioux Falls on Father's Day weekend. 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike. That fastball at the knees. Will Hoke quite nearly had 2 home runs against Gutierrez in that game, but that violent wind blowing straight in at Canary Stadium, as that's a broken bat, and it's hit back to shortstop, fielded cleanly, in the throw on the run to first is in time. The Lumber nearly taking out Thomas Gutierrez on the mound. It will go down as a broken bat, ground out to short. So the Trappers go down in order in the bottom of the first. Lewis Manning will come back out for the top of the second. The Trappers trailing it 3-0 here on the voice of the Trappers, River 92.7. Top of the third inning, Game 3, Expedition League Championship Series. The Trappers need to win it here to stay alive. 0-0 our score. Reed Butts on the mound for the Sabre Dogs.
And again, early in the game, Trappers battling. No quick, 10 runs in the first or anything like that, like you've seen from the Sabre Dogs earlier in the year. I mean, these guys, I've said it in all 3 visits up here with you, that they are a strong team. I mean, they're not 31-1 for nothing.
Yeah.
They worked hard. They have a lot of older, stronger, bigger, faster players. And the Trappers, they're younger, and they're going to improve. And if we can pull some of these guys back in the future.
The main thing about postseason baseball, even if it does come early, you throw everything else to the wayside. Nothing else matters. And you're kind of seeing that here in this series. Trevor Seagraves will lead off this top of the third inning for the Trappers. In this series, he is 0 for 4, has a walk and a strikeout.
That means Trevor's due. Spot. That means he's due.
He sure is. This season batting about 232.
Mm-hmm.
It's set, and the first pitch of the inning swung on and fouled straight back. So the count 0-1.
And again, the crowd that came out tonight on this hot of a day, I think we could see 400 tonight, or at least 400 purchased tickets. Whether people choose to come out because of the heat, that's up to them.
The 0-1 pitch goes off speed, and that's rocketed up the middle, and there you go. Trevor Seagraves was due, and he poked that one through the middle of the infield for a leadoff base hit.
You're welcome.
Yes, you can take credit for that one.
Yeah, right.
Trevor
did the work.
For Trevor's family, which I had the pleasure of meeting when they were here visiting Trevor a couple weeks ago, and they are fantastic people. I appreciate them. So if they're watching, there you go. Trevor leading off this top of the third with a base hit. We're back to the top of the order for Preston Lau. 0 for 1 in this game. He has a leadoff base runner. Trevor Seagraves with 6 stolen bases on the season. He is trying to get to 10. He'll have some work to do, though, if he wants to do that. First pitch squares to bunt, but pulls back for ball 1.
Again, runner on with nobody out, an opportunity to manufacture a run, which this team does very well.
It's been tough sledding this series in that department. We'll see if they can make it happen here in this one. That one runs in, nearly hits him again. A similar pitch to what Preston Lau saw in his first at-bat, dusted him off, and so the count 2-0.
His jersey's a little loose. I didn't know if maybe it got a piece of the jersey, but not quite.
Just untuck it a little bit more.
Yes.
See if you can get the laces to graze it.
I mean, he made the attempt to get out of the way of the ball, which is always a good thing.
The 2-0 pitch hit on the ground, and that is through the left side for a base hit. So back-to-back singles. The Trappers may be in business here in the top of the third. Trevor Seagraves and then Preston Lau. That'll bring up Tyler Trapphagen with 2 runners aboard.
Now, you talk about a guy who's due. Trapp has had his opportunities in each of the first 2 games to do damage, and now he's got 2 on and nobody out. The other times he's come up to the plate with runners on and 2 outs. So now he's got a lot of opportunities. He can bunt. He get a sac fly. Oh, knock a base hit. That'd be the way to go.
And Trapphagen in this series, he's had runners on base several times.
And a huge space on the left field line. The left fielder's playing way off the line. Opportunity to go down the third base line for Trapphagen.
We'll see if he can take it to opposite field. First pitch, swung on and driven into center field, and that gets down for a base hit. Seagraves rounding third. The strong throw home on a bounce, and the tag is applied, and it is in time. So Seagraves cut down at the plate. A strong throw from Eddie Martinez in center field. So there is now 1 away here in the top of the third. The Trappers were trying to score that first run of the game, but was cut down attempting to.
I would love to see the instant replay on that. That was awfully close. He dove around the tag and brushed his hand across the base and was called out. But it was a tremendous throw from center field. There's no question that throw from center was right on the money. Maybe one of the best throws we've seen from center all year long.
Brings up Cy Props. He has runners on the corners with 1 away. Still a chance to do damage here in the top of the third. First pitch swung through that for strike 1. Props went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
And last night, first at-bat for the Trappers, he had an RBI.
Yes,
so he did some damage to help the Trappers coming on board from the Northern Iowa Ragin' Roosters team.
Yes. Reed Butts. The 1 pitch, and that one is chopped on the ground to third. It's a fair ball, and it skips off the glove, and 1 run will score for sure. And Trapphagen will advance to third, and the throw there is not in time. So it skips off the glove of Wilms at third base.
So the
Trappers take the lead early, 1-0.
The former Rooster helps us out again in his second game. 2 times up. First time, he goes ahead and knocks in a run. We'll take that.
And the misplay also allowed for Trapphagen to go from first to third. So still, you have a runner just 90 feet away from scoring. Runners on the corners, 1 away.
And the first lead of the series for your Pierre Trappers.
Just their second lead of the season against the Sabre Dogs. Colton Yanish went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch swung on and sliced foul out of play, so the count 0-1.
And he sees that huge gap in left field because he was trying to go Apo Taco for the base hit.
I would assume that we'll see just a heavy dose of fastball from Reed Butts in this at-bat. That's what he went with in the first at-bat to Yanish and had him swinging through all 3 of them. Needs to adjust. The 0-1 pitch goes with the fastball, but it runs low below the zone, so the count 1-1. Tyler Trapphagen on third. Cy Props, the new Trapper, over there on first after driving in the first run of the game. It was Preston Lau that scored that one. Goes with a slider this time and runs it across the body and into the zone. So the count 1-2 now.
4 hits for the Trappers here through the top of the third or into the top of the third.
All 4 of them have been here in this half inning. Lefty-lefty matchup. Yanish needs to just battle and put something in play. The 1-2 swung through for strike 3. Props takes second base unopposed, but Yanish goes down on strikes for the second time and has many at-bats. And now that brings up Andrew Beavers with runners on second and third, looking to add on to this early lead from the Trappers.
And opportunities like this we've talked about all year long, but certainly all series long, 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. This is the time the Trappers want to stay in this series. These are the kind of opportunities you have to take advantage of.
So 2 runners in scoring position. First pitch to Beavers. Misses high for ball 1. Garrett Arnold is on deck. Beavers reached on an error in his first at-bat of this game. The 1-0 pitch. That one dusts away, and that might be another run.
Home.
Skips away from Madrigal. Actually, and that will allow a run to score.
Trapphagen
got away
comes
from
in for
Delgado.
third.
So Delgado, the catcher, let that one skip away from him. And Tyler Trapphagen, no hesitation, taking home there.
And I'm looking up on the board. I guess that was that considered a pass ball or a wild pitch? That's
probably
the big
a
question.
wild pitch.
Okay.
That would be what I would say, is that one misses. So the count now 3-0. So 2-0 the score. 2 outs. Top of the third. The Trappers an early lead in this one. And the pitch, there's a called strike. Beavers taking that one all the way.
And I haven't gotten the timing of Butts because he's 1 minute he's going slow, and next minute he's going quick to the plate.
Quickly this time, and it's poked on the ground to short. Crouch fields, throws to first, and it is in time to retire the side, but not before the Trappers put up 2 runs in the top of the third inning, and they have a 2-0 lead. Caleb Hay has got some insurance runs, got a lead to work with as he comes back to the mound for the bottom of the third inning here on the voice of the Trappers, River 92.7. So after this game was over, you were mobbed by fans wanting autographs, pictures. It's probably been a pretty surreal last couple of minutes for you. Can you even begin to process just what this has all been like?
It's hard, you know. It's like, it feels just like when I hit my walk-off for school ball. It was bottom of the ninth, 3-2 count, bases loaded, 2 outs. That's what I felt like when I was in the box. It was 3-2 count, bases loaded, and, you know, these fans are great, mobbing me. You know, you feel like the man when they do that. You know, I feel like you get treated like a big leaguer. You know, they love when you give them attention, say hi. Even the fans, you know, my grandparents were here. And I told them, I said, if we get to another one, I'll get in it for you. And usually when they're here, I do something special every time. So, you know, I just had to put them on the, you know, put that one in their memory for a while.
Have you been able to talk with your grandparents since that moment?
Yes, they're like, we'll go to lunch tomorrow. And so they left, and they're just probably going to talk to me tomorrow at lunch.
Where do you want to go to lunch tomorrow?
Mad Mary's. I heard it's pretty good, so I'll go there.
Jacob Griffin, man of the hour.
Yep.
MVP of the game, walk off on your final swing. Hey, good stuff, man. Go enjoy the moment. Go be with the kids. Go be with the team.
Will do.
Heck of a swing.
Go Trap.
So that was Jacob Griffin, and now we'll have a quick transition here. We'll keep it here. We'll have Coach Jamie Habiger. So we'll hand off the headset just one more time. Coach, I'm going to begin with the same question that I asked Jacob. What is going through your mind right now?
Like he said, it's pretty surreal, you know, to get that home run there in the last swing of 15 pitches and not 1 out, and he gets it. So that was great. That was great. I was happy with the team fighting like they did tonight. You know, we fought back after they got 4, so it was a great team effort tonight.
You just mentioned the team fighting back. When we were headed to the bottom of the 4th inning, we kept it here extra long for the 7th inning stretch. The first thing that I said was, you know, this feels like a new Trappers team, a team that has new energy. How will they respond to being down late? Because, like, we've seen it, but we haven't seen this Trappers team be down late. I wanted to see how these guys would respond, and they responded flawlessly.
They did. We're on a whole new ball club now, and you know, 3 wins helps everything feel a little better. So we're going to keep it up hopefully tomorrow and go after them.
I heard that a pipe burst in the dugout. What's the prognosis on that?
Good question. Water's off now, but we had a mini flood in the dugout, so step 1, panic. The guys covered that, and you know what? They got the bags out of the way. We kept playing, and Breedy Glenn threw a great game. He had those guys, 2 strikes on all those guys, left a couple hanging, and those guys did a good job of hitting it in the gaps and scoring that run with 2 outs in the 9th, so that was big for them.
What did you think of Jack Van Camp? You know, he talked about his slow starts. His slow start tonight was just 3 runs in the first 2 innings.
Yeah. Jack's a battle. You know, he's going to get out there and battle. He was mad at himself for walking those few guys and giving up a couple runs in the beginning, but then he settled down. Obviously, you can see until the 6th inning. So Jack's a battler out there, and if he settles down a little more in the first couple innings, you know, we're going to have a great game.
We talked about how hard it is becoming to set a starting lineup. Again, the top of the order, Jackson Mix, 3 hits. Hunter Brown, 3 hits.
Yeah.
Trap Hagan, 2 hits. Tynan Shahidi, a hit. Will Hoke, 2 hits, and that 3-run home run.
Yeah,
what are you going to do?
Good question. It's a good problem to have. We'll figure it out tomorrow. Take every day by day and go from there. But, you know, it's a good problem to have when everybody's hitting right now. So I don't mind making a lineup when everybody's hitting.
Coach, go enjoy it. Go be with the team. And great win. A winning streak now. 3 wins is a win streak. Let's make it 4 tomorrow.
Let's do it. Thanks, Ryan. Go Trap.
Huge shout out to all of the viewers and listeners we've had throughout this entire season, as well as this championship series, everyone on River 92.7. My lovely, lovely, lovely producer, Heather Williams, who has been an absolute godsend this entire season. All of the viewers and everyone interacting in the chat on the YouTube Live, I appreciate all of you as well. Thank you all for being along for the ride. Ryan Breeden here, your voice of the Trappers. Trappers season comes to an end. 2-1, the final score. Ryan Breeden signing off, saying farewell, everybody, until we meet again.